So earlier this week, I was bored and asked my viewers for ideas. I'm currently in the process of making two much larger videos, so I needed something quick. And then, in their infinite knowledge, one suggested festival cruises. I asked, "What's that?" I then realized, all good stories begin like this. Anyways, this has nothing to do with festival cruises. I couldn't find much on this topic, so if I get things wrong, let me know. Festival Cruise Lines was founded in 1982 by a Greek entrepreneur who wanted to take advantage of the Greek cruise market. Since another Greek cruise line, Chandaris, was on its final breaths, the company bought some of their older ships like the Azur and sailed its first cruise in 1994. The Azur was a bit of a smaller ship, a converted ferry that had been sailing since the 70s, but it would do well, and smaller sizes meant that the ship could get into smaller ports, meaning it could go to more exotic destinations. The line was seeing success, enough that the next year they introduced the Bolero, originally a Norwegian cruise ship. The line was seeing even more success, enough to buy a third second-hand ship, the Flamenco, 2 years later. The line was already designing and building its own ships, with the Minstrel being launched in 1999. If it feels like I'm rushing through this, it's because there's not much information, like I said. In 2000, the line announced plans to merge with P&O Cruises. However, later that year, they announced the cancellation of the plan, as the cruise line shares were very low. In 2001 and 2002, they made enlarged versions of the Minstrel called the European Vision and European Stars. They also acquired the MS Caribe in 2002, the former Stockholm, which rammed and sank the Andrea Doria. It still exists today, and is the oldest remaining cruise ship. However, in 2001, 9/11 happened, and with that, the cruise line struggled. They were in the process of building two more ships that were like the European Vision and Stars, but the half-finished ships were sold to MSC Cruises. By 2003, the company had a huge chance of going bankrupt, and in 2004, they did. After being in the process of accumulating debt for years, they just couldn't pay it off. All their ships were sold, and by 2005, the company was gone. Due to their low shares and Greek political crisis, there was no hope of them ever coming back. Royal Caribbean even expressed interest in buying the dying cruise line, but it wasn't meant to be. This line was quite an interesting one. Despite a very short story, it went from a startup cruise line to a company building and designing their own ships within a few years. Less than 10, in fact. However, the company was founded in the wrong time, and, due to the 2000s tourism market, was given no chance to stay afloat. Anyways, I apologize for this very short video, but it's all I could do for this week. Anyways, see you next time, and bye.